Well, welcome back to another segment of Finance Friday. We're back with FirstOntario's Senior Manager of Business Services, Colin Cyr. Colin, you're bringing us 3 financial strategies for maximizing business growth this morning. Good morning.
That's right. Good morning, Simone. Thank you for having me, and we'll jump right into it.
Yeah, let's get our first one.
Yeah, so tip number 1, we're going to talk about cash flow management. So many people not realize this, but many businesses are profitable when they go under, and that can be due to cash flow issues. So think about the business as the vehicle and cash as the fuel. Poor cash flow management, that's a business that's found itself stranded between pit stops out in a remote area, can't meet its payments to suppliers, employees, and the like, and it may be otherwise healthy and profitable, but it's found itself broken down and sputtering on the side of the road. Good cash flow management, conversely, is the business that's planned its route out with enough refueling stations between where it's starting and where it's going. It's driving further, it's meeting its obligations, but not only that, it's firing on all cylinders, so it's taking advantage of growth opportunities and getting to its destination efficiently.
So if someone wants to take advantage of this, what kind of tips would they need to put in place?
Yeah, we could probably do a whole episode on cash flow management, but today, payment management. So first, optimizing receivables. These are the invoices that you're waiting on from payments. So get those invoices out promptly, follow up promptly as well, and set clear repayment terms. You may be even be able to incentivize early repayment there to get your cash flow improved further. On the payable side, prioritize those payments based on the importance of the relationship and the payments to your operations. And then a cash reserve. This is going to be different for every business, but you want to set aside some cash for rainy days, unexpected expenses. Anywhere from 3 to 6 months reserve might make sense.
All right, so cash flow management. All right, second strategy you guys have in place.
Strategic budgeting and forecasting. So think about the way we rely on a weather forecast like Brian just showed us. This is something where business forecasting is much the same. So it helps you adapt to changing conditions, plan for storms, but also those days you want to get outside, you can set those ahead of time. So think about an outdoor equipment company. There's a business that has big seasonal fluctuations, but if they do budgeting and forecasting right, they can get it pretty close to what their supply and demand for their products is going to look like at the right times of year. And so that even if the change in conditions means they have to pivot, they're focused on their budgets and forecasts to allow them to do that pretty easily. Yeah,
that's a great example, because especially in the summer, usually things peak, obviously, if you are outdoors, and then they kind of decrease. Right. So what's a good tip for companies like that who might be looking for strategies?
So rely on historical data. You want to let your trends set your predictions. You want to change your budget and go back to forecasting quarterly or even monthly to be able to assess based on where your actual performance is. And then generally be conservative, underestimate your revenues and overestimate your expenses in general.
Okay, just to be on the safe side when it does come to those expenses. All right, third tip that you're bringing us today, let's go over that one.
Yeah, so the last tip is leveraging financial services. So on a daily basis, we work with business who trust us to advise them on business expansion. So products like loans and lines of credit can help fund business expansion as well as manage cash flow gaps. We recently just worked with a company that was going to look at a renovation to expand their space so that they could take on new clients. And we helped a leasehold improvement finance to build that space out. Now they can generate additional revenues, and that was funded through financial services. So at the end of the day, as business advisors, we're here to help businesses leverage financial services thoughtfully to help support business expansion.
These are some great tips that can definitely be put into practice. We have cash flow management, financial budgeting, and then reaching out to financial solutions and help support for sure. Well, Colin, I really appreciate your time this morning on our Finance Friday. If you have a financial question or topic you want covered, email your questions to financefriday@firstontario.com. And if your question or topic is covered on air, you'll receive a gift card from FirstOntario.